Whoa! Scary. Welcome back to the MCU. I'm Marius and this is my cinematic universe. Today we're going to be talking about the costumes from Scream and Ghostface, the Ghostface killer. So, I am not a huge horror fan necessarily. There are some horror movies that I like. Not big on monster ones, not big on slasher ones, but Scream is one of those movies that I do like. The whole series I thought has been really good. I do like the comedic aspects to it, all the meta thing that's going on. And I remember watching the original in the theaters when it came out in like 97. I was kind of in that demographic when it came out. I thought it was like a really good movie. The subsequent movies also have been good. Even the one that just came out, number 6. Fun fact about the Scream costume is that the Ghostface mask was released around 91, 92 as part of the Fantastical Faces collection from Fun World. And this was the peanut-faced ghost. And when Wes Craven and the crew was trying to make the costume and find like the look for Scream, they went through a lot of different versions. Because in Kevin Williamson's original script, they just said that the killer was like a ghost. So Wes Craven originally wanted a white costume, which would have been interesting for many reasons. One of them being it would be impossible to keep the costume clean, and I think that's one of the reasons why the costume designer really tried to push him towards something black, preferably, and how they landed on the black costume. They went through a bunch of different masks, like really screaming monster masks and demons and everything, but they found this mask from Fun World and just went with it. They didn't know that it was going to be a huge success or anything. It wasn't like a huge budget thing or anything, so Fun World kind of lucked into them finding this mask and going for it. And one thing I didn't know about the costume is that the black robe isn't black. I never noticed this in the movies. But then when I watched it, watched it in the theaters and then on DVD. Up through the years, I never really noticed it because it's all very dark, crushed blacks and everything. But the costume is actually this like metallic speckled fabric. And for the longest time, you couldn't get that costume anywhere. There are people that make them. Scream robes are among one of them, but their costumes, their robes that are pretty accurate and they change throughout all the movies. The hangy things and all kinds of stuff kind of change movie to movie. And the mask too actually changes a little bit movie to movie. But generally it's the same mask or looks pretty similar. So back to the costume. The robe is this metallic fabric and I didn't even notice that until I started looking into this. But luckily, if you don't want to go out and spend $400 or $500 on a custom robe, you can get one now from Fun World, who are the actual makers, the original makers of the costume. They released this one a few years back. This one was for the 25th anniversary for Scream, or Ghostface Lives, which might have been an alternate title. I feel like I remember that, but I'm not sure. But Scream 5, this was called the 25th Anniversary Deluxe Edition. They reissued it now. This one comes now in the metallic fabric, so the whole robe is metallic, which is awesome. So now you can get a pretty accurate mask in a fabric that is pretty close to the original. It's not the same fabric. The fabric that they used in the movie is a very, very expensive fabric. So this is as close as you can get, I think, or at least for this budget level. These costumes are like $70. I know people were selling them for hundreds of dollars on eBay. So don't do that unless you really, really need it and you can't get it, but you can probably get it on now. And if you can't get it this year for Halloween, you don't want to pay hundreds of dollars, you can just order it for next year. I ordered this one a few months ago and it just recently came in. So we have the standard white Ghostface Deluxe Edition, and then we also have this one, which is the aged, weathered one from Scream 6. And if you haven't seen that movie yet, I guess it's not a spoiler or anything, but there's a distressed mask in there. I think with these ones, the mask that comes with has the hood isn't great, but you can buy a better hood in this like 25th anniversary edition. But one thing to be aware of on these ones is this one's a pretty clean copy, but something with the fabric made these little blue spots appear. And some people kind of freak out about it and think that it's like infectious, that it can jump from mask to mask and to other latex things. And the jury's kind of still out on that, I think. But you shouldn't have the fabric close to other latex things. I don't think I've gotten any more spots on my masks, and I've been kind of stacking them in a box over here, so I don't think it's a big deal. But in the movie, in Scream 6, there are scenes where the Ghostface mask has little blue dots on it. So that's that's interesting, that's fun. So they really did get them from Fun World, and there was some production issue that caused this to happen, but it's in the movie, so it is screen accurate. It's not screen accurate, no, because the dots are going to be in different places, but it's the correct mask you're getting. I bought this one before I was able to buy these guys. That's why I have multiple. All right, let's take a look. I do wish that they included the Father Death insert from the original Scream as kind of like a bonus, but there are places where you can get those printed if you want to get a screen accurate kind of Father Death. Yes, here we go. So this mask is different. This mask is very, very basic. It is just like this. It's kind of also a little deformed. Maybe it'll bounce back. But do you like scary movies? It kind of has that vanilla scent, which was a feature of the original mask. This one, classic vanilla scent. Let's see. They faded a little bit on this one, but this one has that vanilla scent. So the mask, not so good. Here are the gloves, and the gloves in the actual costume is sewn into the robe. If you want this to be screen accurate or scream accurate, you have to sew these to the costume. Let's see, here's the hood. So the hood, also this has a little bit of foam in it, but the original costume, the Scream used costumes have more of a harder foam insert here so that it stands, so it doesn't hang down, so it kind of just like has a nice shape to it. So if you want to keep it kind of accurate, you gotta change that too. It's pretty big, it's heavy duty. Then here you go with the arms and the little stringers. These guys change on all the movies, so you gotta decide or not decide. If you want a specific look, like you want Scream 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, you gotta choose to do some modifications. I don't know which one this one is based on. You would think, I mean, it says Scream 2022, but I think they're both the same ones, even if you buy Ghostface Lives and the Scream 6, so they're probably generic. Then these things too at the bottom, they're also different in the different movies, so you might need to make a little adjustment there. Let's just put this on over here. We can do a better shot later, but let's put this on. Oh, little hole here, so they're made pretty quick, so you gotta do some work on them, I think. But as a Halloween costume, these are great, and as a static costume too for display, I think these would be really nice. I can't see what I look like, but I don't know. Does it look good? I feel like this mask isn't doing the costume justice. Let's try one of the 25th anniversary masks that has the better hood on it. Tuck this in to it. Straighten this. I say that this should have a better shape, but I feel like this costume is a lot better. What do you think? I like this mask better, but maybe this, you don't need this, or put like a Velcro on this and on this guy so that it holds the shape much better. But yeah, the costume is nice. build quality so-so, because you can see the glove already came unstitched here. It is pretty big. I'm 5'9". The model on the bags is 5'11", but I am kind of swimming in it. But it's better to have too big and you can sew it in and adjust it than having too small. So I think this is a good size. And let's see. I didn't realize that the hands had little things here. I have to check and see if that's the case for the screen used ones. It's got elastics on the arms, so that's good. It doesn't want to fall off. But then again, you should sew these to the costume so that it's scream accurate. And there's plenty of fabric here to adjust. I bought a spare one in case I wanted to get rid of these and make them more accurate if there is such a thing. This mask I feel like is trash. Get the 25th anniversary one. Try and get one that doesn't have blue ones. I think they're producing new ones now that doesn't have the blue issue. This one, basically the same thing. This is from Scream 6. It has the aged mask. So let us take a look and see what that looks like. Whoa! Scary. Definitely an aged look to it. This one, interestingly, has a little foam thing here for your face, and it's black on the backside versus white. The aging is pretty good. I've seen people do. It's creaky floor. It's like a horror movie in here. I've seen people modify existing masks to make it the weathered look, but this one, I think it looks better than the ones I saw on YouTube. The mask is a little weird though. Look here. The shape of it. I feel like it got rushed out. Maybe you just need to reshape it to make it good. But let's try it on. Yeah, because it doesn't want to sit on my face like it should be. Like I can't see out of this one. So out of the box, this is the aged weathered costume. Oh, came loose. What do you think? Do you prefer the aged Scream 6 one or the more original Scream 25th anniversary one? I think I'm leaning towards the 25th anniversary one, but if you are buying a spare mask anyway, because this one is much better than this one, even if you remove this fabric and do some more working on this, this is much better base because it's not warped and disfigured like this one is. And in that case, maybe get the weathered one because you get the weathered mask and then you'll have your good mask on the side. Little screen hack there. Or maybe get one of both in case you want to modify it or you just want to keep one sealed in a pack. My plan is to get the Father Time insert here and have a screen accurate pack that with the costume inside it.